I would like to wish everybody a happy Hanukkah, a Kwezi Kwanzaa, a tip-top Tet, and a solemn and dignified Ramadan. And this continues our series of quoting Krusty the Clown at the end of every... Guys, wouldn't you know it? We weren't live for any of that. We have to do the whole thing over. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? 10 months ago...
You're right about the nunchucks.
I have a new follower from 10 months ago. I think I probably mentioned this last stream, but I was right about the nunchucks. I'm glad we're getting
Zeke
the...
had throwing knives. New Zeka's nunchucks.
Yes, of course. And this is to mirror me and Reese's parallel day, where I was throwing playing cards and Reese was practicing roller skates. Heelys, of course. And this is one of the many pieces of esoteric Max and Reese lore that we're going to sprinkle in throughout this podcast. Welcome to the latest episode of Ghosts Town, moving right along, the second session. And if somehow you happen to be binge listening to this podcast and you notice any minor continuity errors between this and the last one, just know that we're really tired, and we record all of these episodes back to back to back. We've not slept in days, so we're a little loopy, but we got that post-Christmas, pre-COVID glow. Welcome.
It's good to keep in mind that this is probably going to be like the only surviving piece of media
ever
around in like 10,000 years.
Yeah, end of Planet of the Apes. Zoom out. It's
this.
a guy that looks just like Henry, because only Henry's descendants will have survived, on horseback, and we see a massive statue of a big green man, and he beats the sand saying, "It was really a funny podcast." Welcome. I am Max, Measly Maxloaf, they themler, your keeper, your friend, and your mystery and monster. I am drinking a Peroni, an Italian light beer that I put some lime juice cordial in, and it's better than just a regular light beer. It's kind of been light beer January for me, because I got a bunch for free, and that's
sort of like a spin on dry January.
Yeah, if anything, I'm drinking more in January than I did in any month last year. I'm having air quality January and wet January.
Right.
And joining me as always for this actual play this actual play horror comedy podcast. I have three of my baldest friends, my bosom took his companions. It's been a while since we've done this. Let's rev up the engines with Luna, they playing. Sorry, pause for sound. There's a car going by my window. Luna, you're playing Valerie. Now, this won't be helpful for people actually listening to this, but tell us a little bit about Valerie.
All right, yeah, Valerie Thorne, 23-year-old. She lied to get her job that got her killed. So I guess
don't
karma,
lie.
Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't lie on your resume.
The podcast.
Or your yeah. If you lie on your resume, your boss's brother will shoot you in the head. Reese, what's up, man?
Just reading Ezekiel's character sheet. Sort of a mundane type of guy. Sort of a boy out of water, seeing a fish-like god from above.
Fish-like in what way?
He's also immortal, somewhat.
Really? This is the first time hearing about this.
Reese, the way you described that made me think of like the King Arthur legend, but instead of like having a sword tossed out of the water, it's like a small child being tossed out of the water.
And a sword picks it up?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Max filing that one away for later.
Yeah, I've got that's good. Yeah, the boy in the lake. And last, Henry. Who are you?
Hello.
What do you do around here?
I'm Henry, he, him, Stu Spellslinger, aka Stuart Stu Parker, sort of a bard of sorts. And a fun fact about my character is that he actually can't take any damage.
Okay, I like this. Yeah, sure. Luna, anything you want to establish off the top? Because in the next before we do the clap to sync the audio, anything becomes canon.
Oh my god. Valerie can skateboard really well. She has a epic BMX bike. Doesn't need to pay
We
rent.
got it. Right under the wire.
It's presently 7:56 p.m. and at 7:57 we're all going to clap, and that's probably going to be helpful for Luna in about half a year's time.
You're being generous. Probably like 2 years time.
That's fucked up. I re-listened to a couple episodes in preparation for this, and at the beginning of one of the episodes, I inferred that I would be editing the audio, and that was a really funny joke.
All right, 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Everyone lock in.
Everyone get really serious.
All right. This will be a solemn.
3
clap.
very interesting clap techniques. Wow, for the
I'm
first
just
time
trying to
like
have
ever.
it in frame in case we're,
We do the video on this podcast.
yeah, do we?
When last we left our intrepid hunters, again, the light beer is hurting me. You just escaped from somewhere that we were affectionately referring to as Mesh World, and with it, the city limits of Choke Point, British Columbia. You crashed onto one of the small Gulf Islands off the Sunshine Coast. Nearby, one of the Gulf Islands that we have not named, and probably has a name from people who would maybe not like there to be so many vacation homes on it. But if we start getting into that, we're going to be here, and Henry won't be able to take a swim later. You escaped from Mesh World. You are all slightly the worse for wears, and since then, under the magical power, roll me a weird check to see how you were able to escort people over Stu, using your flute toots. Riveting.
That's gonna be 9.
So
and if we could leave that
the
10
big,
intrepid seconds to
the
be
really
checking on
big
into my microphone, please.
The 3 of you have been scooted and booted across the... I don't know what sound this would be. Across a little bit of the Pacific Ocean, and you have landed on the sunny shores of an island 2 of you have been to before. I'm also going to get 2 weird rolls from Valerie and Zeke at this present juncture to see how you're faring with your 2 disparate but related magical situations.
I got a 10.
Wow.
I got a 7 minus 1. That's a 6.
You can mark experience for that. You can mark it. Actually, if anybody would like to tell me how they help out Stu with how they help out Zeke with his current situation, which I will explain in but a second. But Valerie, you are a ghost. Is this the first you're hearing about this? I'm so sorry.
I feel like every episode I have to re-remember it, but I think for once I'm starting to accept it.
You've just kind of been like ferried across the water, and you're looking out over the pretty beautiful Sunshine Coast of British Columbia. There is dappled and stormy sunlight in the distance over where you know Choke Point to be. You look down at your hands and you see certain like little speckles of like rain and mist are kind of going through them. You are more immaterial now than you ever were in Choke Point proper. You look to your right and you see parked calmly on the beach is also the ghost of a car, and you didn't notice it appear there, but it's your car, and it anchors you, knowing it's nearby somehow. You feel not great. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. It's pretty cold being a ghost. I'm going to say that your color vision is not what it always has been before. I don't know if it's red blue or yellow purple or what type of color blindness that you're at right now, but it's limited vision. But you feel a lightness to your step, and you feel a lack of need to breathe or eat or sleep, which is nice. So some of the mental hangups that come from being a physical meat, flesh and blood person are not with you right now. You also, with a 10, you feel, looking to your right and to your left, again, you're really snapping your neck on this beach. You kind of feel like everything is a little bit off to a tilt to you. It's as if the beach is sloped towards choke point. There is a pretty strong sense of gravity to your situation, leading you towards choke point. And you kind of feel... I've been thinking and using the word susurrus a lot recently, which is a kind of like a murmuring disturbance in the air. And Valerie, you see pretty faintly in the afternoon light this sort of like trail stream in the air pouring past you towards the city. You can definitely feel a pull in that direction, and it's you see your car is like, it's like you parked it on a hill without a handbrake on. It's very slowly rolling towards the water. But all that being said, you feel kind of okay, despite it all. It's a beautiful day to be a ghost.
Okay, that's, you know what? And at least if my car rolls into the ocean, it probably shouldn't be the end of the world.
I'm going to give you a +1 going forward to kind of dealing with your ghostly nature, as long as it kind of like applies to the situation. Stu. No! I was so sure that the lack of weed would make me be able to like deal with this. I was like, you know,
I think it's been worse.
If it's been significantly worse so far.
You've got it right once.
I did before we were recording the podcast, when it matters the least.
And you were so proud.
I was so happy about it. I was like, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm just going to carry this energy through to the rest of the session. Ezekiel Arthurs. I don't think Zeke's ever taken any sort of, at least this Zeke has certainly never taken any sort of like psychotropic substance, right? You've probably...
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
You maybe like found a weed brownie in your parents' freezer that you didn't know had weed in it, and you maybe had like a pretty great evening with your good friend Brian Eno. But you are feeling like you feel this kind of like icy chill in the bottom of your bones. And I'm gonna say, Stu, you've seen someone freak the fuck out before. I meant it this time. I meant it, Stu. You have seen people like freak out on substances before, and you... Yeah. And Valerie as well. You've probably seen someone have like what could probably be described as like a disassociative episode. I don't know if you ever looked in the frickin' mirror. You guys can tell that Ezekiel's not handling things super great right now. So before we roll a help out to see if you guys are trying to calm this guy down, Zeke, you probably fewer than 20 minutes ago were flying through the air at like not quite Mach 1, but maybe Mach 0.2, and looked down and made eye contact with what you can only assume is God, maybe. Walk us through maybe the thought processes that are working your way through the noggin right now.
So, I'm not too sure on like the whole thought process that
Sure.
he's having.
Hard to describe.
But I do like the image of him soaring through the air with the luggage. Yeah. And then landing with a terrible splash.
Yes.
And just sort of floating his way with the luggage, like, and just like washing up on the shore. Like, I don't think he's putting any effort into any motor skills or like, anything like that.
Yeah, and when Stu kind of floated you guys across the water, I think you guys' main goal was to just get to the island and then deal with all the shit that's happening to you guys. So Gulliver / Lost style, you're on the beach. And Zeke's just kind of laying face down in the sand.
Yeah, I don't think he's moved. like he's definitely like breathing and alive, but it's very consciously just like face down.
So yeah, the weird roll was to kind of deal with this very, very powerful supernatural occurrence that has just happened with you, and you feel a very strong devil on the shoulder type situation. There is someone jammed a Bluetooth earbud in your ear, and you're listening to half of a podcast in a different language that maybe like you heard growing up. So some of the words are making sense for you, and you're getting the emotional kind of course of this. And the main kind of takeaway you're getting is just kind of a general sense of there needing to be more logistics in the world, and all the world's problems could really be solved with more freeways and more off-ramps and more gas stations and more trains and such. And I'm gonna say you guys see a sort of dull orange, rusty patina in the aura around your good friend Ezekiel. Is someone going to try to help him out to get this 6 to a 7?
I'm gonna roll him over and I'm gonna give him a couple of slaps, just on the face, like to try.
Stay with me, buddy.
Yeah.
Roll help out, please.
7.
Okay. If I recall that, and I even have the reference sheets up for the first time, actually, I think ever at the beginning of a session.
That's dry January for you.
That's dry January. That's clear January, wet January. Help out. And as you will likely remember from the very first session with the after session thing that's been recorded, on a 7 to 9, the help grants them a +1 to their roll, but you also expose yourself to trouble and or danger. Stu, you still have your third eye open from the copious bluntage that you've been hitting just since you got on the boat this morning.
Yeah, which was only like half an hour ago.
And you flip this guy over from the shoulder, and when you touch his shoulder, you just kind of get this jolt goes through your body, and you get this really acrid, slightly coppery. If you've ever licked a battery, it's a little bit of that, and a little bit of like the smell of rusted metal, and you get like this sort of radio interference in your head, and you hear a little bit of this sort of broadcast that you can tell now that Zeke was listening to. But Zeke, you get a bit of this short circuit as well. This kind of like jolt, it resets you a little bit. You're definitely, you can hear, it's like now it's like a radio is playing like 1 or 2 rooms away. If you really focus on it, there's like a whine that you're hearing. But you are less lost in the sauce and maybe able to get up. And we're gonna, as you are, as you were getting up, Nice Man jumps down from a tree, and he's just got an armful of pine cones, and he's just kind of chewing on them. It's like, the local fruits in this area leave much to be desired.
Stu knows what pine cones are, but he takes one and tries to bite into it just because he hasn't yet.
In the distance, Valerie, you don't see this. So you're just like, again, you're having a really actually kind of beautiful afternoon right now. You're really kind of coming to terms with your own death now that you're really away from the pretense of choke point. And again, this is nothing for the audio listeners, but for the visual listeners, 2 of you are standing like this. 1 of you is standing like that. Like there is like there's a bit of a slant.
I'm on a Dutch angle.
You are on a beautiful, but for you, it's like everybody else is on a Dutch angle. You know,
right?
You guys see in this, just like off to your side, there is a man standing pretty far away. I'm going to say right now you guys are kind of looking out at the water, so he's down the beach far to your right, and you see a very tall, hard to discern, bearded man And you both turn to look at him, and he stays in your peripheral when you turn around. He's always very, very far off to the right of you. And you're, yeah, that.
That's fun. Speaking of the water, like, it's just like normal ocean where we are. Like, did we exit like the mesh?
You exited Mesh World
zone?
at the edge of the Choke Point city limits when you guys either walked to the edge of it or got launched out through the air.
Right.
And there's no, you can see these just gorgeous like god rays hitting the water in the distance where you know roughly the city limits to be, and you can see sort of like the inverse of like the kind of oil slick effect on a road. You kind of see this sort of shimmer, this black shimmer on the surface of some of the water. But as you are looking out at it, Stu, it begins to dissipate. And you can see it, these rays of light slowly kind of sweep their way back towards Choke Point proper. What's everyone looking at?
I mean, I'm looking at Ezekiel being a bit of a jellyfish right now.
Hell yeah, bro.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I got
haven't.
slapped awake, and then I just like slam my head back into the sand, and I'm just like staring at the sky.
And out the corner of your eye, the guy is now like he was like this when you were sitting up, and now he's like he is parallel to your vision at the far corner in the corner of your eye, and it's a little irritating. It's kind of like you got like a little like grit in the corner of your eye, and the radio
like
feel is
I
coming
haven't
from that
been
direction.
sleeping very well. I don't know, mate. Like, I guess we did sleep in the last couple of days, but starting to think it's catching up to me or something. Because
Yeah, you also slept in my epic electrical room, if you recall. That was a couple days ago. But
right.
That was
Yeah, that is
but
what I was
that was
thinking
3 or so days ago. But you had a couple days to chill and talk with Mr. Monsoon, and you seemed to have he seemed to have a different opinion on the relationship you guys had that you did. It was kind of like a heated rivalry situation. I've not seen the show, but this is what I assume.
Really?
Are you the Russian one or the Canadian one? And I'm the Danny DeVito one.
He's not in that. Is he? Couldn't possibly.
He's not.
That'd be crazy.
You guys see walking up the beach towards you is kind of a middle-aged woman. She's walking like an Afghan hound on a leash. She's in like I don't know, like circa 2009 old woman outfit.
You're really weaving this rich tapestry of words.
I don't know what.
She just has a shirt that says, "I get my DVDs at Blockbuster,"
and she has pants that say, "East Side Mario's is my favorite restaurant." She goes, "Hey there, fellas! Nice morning for a little sit on the beach. I don't think I recognize you. You staying at one of the houses on the island?" And she's looking right through you, Valerie, at these 2 guys on the beach. And if she notices a car that's very slowly rolling towards the water, she doesn't say anything. Sorry to intrude. Just I'm on a nice afternoon walk with old Lester. Woof woof. You presume Lester to be the dog's name.
Right.
Yeah, we're just.
Could I like read? Fucking, I don't know. I feel like Stu's a little bit wary of the
Totally. You want to read a bad situation?
Person with dog combo. Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
It's very fair.
Yeah, I hadn't even begun to consider that.
And that's a 9, actually.
Ask thy questions, spell slinger. Would you like to know what they are?
Yeah, maybe.
You get to hold one, so you get to ask one of these questions.
Touchpad working.
Keep her one of the following questions. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims? If you act on the answers, you get a +1 ongoing while the information is relevant.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna say are there any dangers that I haven't noticed? Like, just about her, I guess. If I'm allowed to specify.
You think this lady's probably pretty racist. But your third eye's going. Also, actually, you know what? I think this lady maybe thinks you guys are gay, and you can tell that she's not actually super jazzed about that. You know, she's someone that has a vacation house on an island in 2009. She is continuing to walk down the beach, and Valerie, she walks right through you and does not seem to know that you are there at all. Your third eye is open. This appears to be a normal lady and a normal dog. The dog sniffs at you like a little bit, Valerie, and it seems to be more aware that you're there than a person, ghost style. And the dog starts to kind of sniff at Ezekiel curiously. Ruff.
Is she like walking past us, or is she still in front of us?
She is in front of you, walking past you, and
right. Okay, I'm just gonna wave to her then. There's
just
kind of like
you know, don't leave any beer bottles or whatever you guys do on the beach, you know.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah.
All right, the two of you have a nice day. And she continues on down the beach.
Are you feeling all right, Valerie?
I mean, I'm actually.
You're looking a little.
Oh, I guess I'm feeling okay, but to be a little transparent.
Pause for laughter.
I learned that from a buddy of mine. Well, actually, I don't know.
This
buddy,
this guy I know.
Learned this from this guy I know, but yeah, I think. Yeah, I think it's I think the further I am from Choke Point, the more
right. Yeah, no, I guess that makes sense. Okay.
Shipping and receiving.
So are you gonna make it?
Logistics.
Like, what happens if we get too far away? Are you just gonna evaporate to nothing, or like, did Guy tell you about that?
Nope. Maybe I'll be like just a faint whisper on the breeze by the time you get to Belcara.
And at that point, you hear a faint whisper on the breeze, and in this beautiful sort of like rainbowy sheen in the mist in front of you, you guys see the barest, like a slight interpretation of Mr. Monsoon, and it's you're like, but choke, got it, want it. Anyway, probably all I can say. And you...
has Stu experienced this before from Mr. Monsoon?
You guys... He used to be able to be basically everywhere, is your assumption. And now 100%... He's all here, if you remember. 100% of him is within the Choke Point city limits. So this seems to be... he's trying to kind of... garner more of a connection with you. Stu doesn't appear to be working very well. I'm going to say Zeke and Valerie, you both now that you're both kind of like, you know, coming to terms with the very disparate situations you find yourself in, you guys see that it is raining on this beach in one spot. That one spot being Stu. And this projection kind of gets a little bit closer to you, Stu, and like right up in your face. And the other two of you can see this faint Mr. Monsoon, and he's like almost nose to nose with you, and he's like, I can't hear tunnel.
Hello, you're breaking up a bit.
No, you talk first.
Yeah, sir. It's like you're breaking up a lot.
Yeah, I'm all...
Can you hear me okay?
Not really. I'll page you.
Yeah.
And he... in a bit like a beautiful tobacco-smelling mist kind of just like disperses. And you hear... boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And your pager is going crazy in your pocket.
Got Skype on this thing?
Yeah. Hey, man.
I answer the pager.
We got Skype on this thing.
Well,
So the minutes
is
are
that around yet?
the minutes are really not for most people. Not on a pager. So the minutes are going to be really expensive. So we should probably mainly keep it for text. I just thought this was really novel. Things are sort of heating up in Choke Point. Literally ever since you guys maybe about 20 or so minutes ago, it seems that the secret police are back on their bullshit again, and they've changed forms again, and now it's they look like they're all in boiler suits, and they've got like drug sniffer dogs and pack mules and shit. So it seems there's been another regime change. So I'll keep abreast of that. You guys made it to Guy's Island, okay?
I mean, we did make it. It was not the best. It was like a fucking mesh world situation out there.
You were in
It was crazy.
a mesh world? Ooh. That's probably pretty bad. Well, if it ever happens
oh, yeah,
again...
Also,
Beep-boonk.
oh. I lost it.
Yeah, and over text it says, if you find yourself in another place again, just seriously leave as quick as you can. Eggplant emoji. Before you go into Guy's apartment, check under the seat in the captain's seat, and you'll find a gift for you.
Of the boat, I'm guessing.
Yeah, of the boat. Question mark.
We don't have the boat anymore. ...
Well, there goes $13,000. Frowny face.
Jesus.
I mean, what did you expect? Like, a boat is literally just a hole you put money into. Like, it's...
Yeah. On the pager it says,
wish
you
you
know
would've
that
told me about
you know
this
the second happiest day of a boat owner's life.
When it sinks.
The day that he loses 3 Rolexes on a boat. Frowny face. Anywho, I gotta get back to my day job. Wink. Have fun at Guy's cabin. Don't forget to go to your hearing. Smile.
Yeah. Great. Always great advice out of this guy.
Hey, I heard that. He says over text. I'm presuming you guys collect your stuff and head towards Guy's cabin, or is there any other stuff we want to do in this fun beach scene? Zeke?
I think Zeke has just been huddled up, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Into his knees, and the first time either of my companions approach me, I think I would just scream, but not at them, just sort of a shocked scream, and then yelling about how it's the cargo lines. They're all transport. They're and then I'm hyperventilating as well.
Right. Okay, let's get you inside.
You're acting fucking crazy, man.
I'm not crazy. It's the cargo lines. They're all over.
Nice man. That's not nice.
Man,
Not helpful.
sorry. But these guys acting whack, man. He whispers to you.
I gotta put a hand on Ezekiel's shoulder. Goes right through.
Yeah, an icy chill fucking stabs through you. It's like you've been your shoulder was plunged into a cold pot of water. Whether that's helpful for you or not, that's up to you, Ezekiel.
It's like a cold shower.
Yeah, you're not horny anymore.
I'll take Ezekiel by the freaking scruff and help him out.
Like a mama
Not the
cat.
scruff. What do you?
I think I'm just fidgeting and muttering, but not really fighting it.
Yeah, you just keep unsheathing and sheathing the sword, unsheathing and sheathing the sword.
I maybe just
I
take.
studied the blade. I'll cut the lines. I'll cut the supply lines.
Hey, do you want me to carry your sword for you, man? It looks really
No!
heavy.
I clutch it to my
Okay.
chest.
How about a couple
Yeah,
of
you know what,
those guns? Want us to maybe... Yeah, sorry. How about I pull Zeke's rolly suitcase? Just one less thing for you to worry about, old chum.
See, that's nice.
Man.
That's why they call you that.
the creature. We cut to it takes a little bit of walking around the island, but you managed to find Guy's cabin. The cover was left off the hot tub, and there's a lot of leaves, and it appears that maybe a couple deer and raccoon have been swimming in it. So if you want to take a dip in the hot tub tonight, you're probably gonna have to clean it out and then check the bromine levels and such.
Right.
There are a couple lights on inside the cabin, but as a brief little recap for anybody that might have forgotten, last time we were here, I think Zeke played something on the GameCube. There was a big J.J. Abrams style refrigerator door in the basement that at the time Guy said he didn't know what was inside. And that door opened briefly when there was a power outage and a small gnome came out. And you guys had to deal with that. And Guy was kind of cagey and didn't really understand what that gnome was about.
Wait, what did happen to the gnome?
You guys dealt with it. I was listening to that episode as I cooked dinner, but I actually had to stop listening right as the gnome appeared. So I can't remember down to the details how the gnome was dealt with. But it's just in the local legends podcast. You know, there's got to be a gnome that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
And for astute listeners that have listened to both of our podcasts, which is literally fucking nobody, you might be able to make some interesting plot connections between the significance of these two gnomes.
Romeo and Juliet.
Hold gnome for sound. You guys bring your wet suitcases inside, maybe get a change of clothes, take a turn or two on the shower. The first person to take a shower realizes the hot water tank is very much not on. So you have to, go turn that on and such. The pilot light's off. It's a whole thing. The cabin is a little bit different than two of you remember. Beforehand, there were a lot of books everywhere, but they were kind of non-specific. It just kind of seemed like it looked like someone's vacation home. It was just like where they put a lot of belongings they didn't actually want. Now it is a lot more Spartan in its decoration. A lot of stuff has been like taken off the walls and seemingly like put into boxes and shoved up against the wall. There's a big old whiteboard, one of those sliding multi-panel whiteboards. One of them is written in a language that I'm going to say one of you maybe recognizes as ancient Sumerian. One is written in Sanskrit, and one is written in, what's it called? Cuneiform. He wrote in cuneiform with a whiteboard pen. Pretty funny. Stu, with your third eye blind, you can tell, just as a fun bit of free information, that at the top of all three of these whiteboards, one of them says Stu, one of them says Zeke, and one of them says Valerie. Let's say the Sanskrit one says Stu, the Sanskrit one says Valerie, the ancient Sumerian one says Ezekiel, and the cuneiform one is about you. There's very clearly like copious notes on here. You are able to pick up a word here or there. On Zeke's one at the top, it says "gay?" ? And that's just one of the only. It's a three-letter word. But it's clearly he's like he's been using this to kind of map out some of his ideas. What's everybody's kind of initial actions going into the cabin? What are people looking for? The guy didn't give you any specific instruction, Valerie. He just said that you should probably come here.
I feel like Stu's like I'll do a quick shower and then like my top priority
jack off real quick
in the hot tub. Yeah, well, I mean obviously.
Still a free stream.
Gotta get the hot tub back online. I think that's sort of.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we also don't have like a clear objective, and just being relaxed and wet is good for Stu.
Yeah, it's in the name, Stu.
Yeah.
I got like a key from Guy's office.
You
right?
got several keys, one for a BMW, a couple for non-specific doors, one for the boat. Probably won't need that anymore. And I'm going to say, charitably, Valerie, you did not leave the keys in the ignition of the boat. I'm going to be...
Oh, wow. So I have the boat keys.
You have the boat key just in case you ever end up back in Mesh World. Yeah, so we know what Stu's doing. Val and Zeke, what are you guys up to? As you hear the shower running in the other room, and you hear, what song is Stu singing in the shower? This is really important.
Fuck. I truly can't think of even a single song
Not even one.
in general.
Can you name a song for $1?
It's a Stu Parker improv jazz set in the shower.
He's singing "On the Sunny Side of the Street."
Psychopath. Wow, a scary guy. A scary guy in the shower, I think. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Is that song, or is that a different song about being on the sunny side?
I think that's a different one.
Jesus Christ. And you guys pay me to do this? Please? Please? Val, Zeke. And Ezekiel, do you want to roll your pre-mystery check to connect the dots to see how things connect to the larger picture? Because I'm going to say you're at your flakiest right now.
I was just thinking, like, instead of taking a shower, I think that Zeke would be, like, huddled up on, like, a couch or a chair with a big blanket.
Stinky.
And I feel like he would situate himself, like, right in front of the 3 whiteboards and just, like, not even, like, try and decipher what they're saying, but just kind of, like, take it all in.
Mm-hmm. And
the shape of the thing.
If I remember correctly, your check lets you roll, and then you can ask me questions throughout the mystery about how things connect to the bigger picture or some shit like that. Oh!
I think I've used this move maybe once in my life.
Yeah, and I think it was literally
Never fell in the hole.
it was literally the last time we were at this cabin, I'm pretty sure.
Because I never know when, like, the beginning of a new mystery is. Is it the intermission episode, or is it...
And that's the fun secret about this one, is they're all kind of the intermission episode.
Yeah. Okay, it's a roll plus sharp.
Sure.
Oh, wow. Actually a good roll.
That's a 29.
Ooh.
It's a 32. No, it's 12.
Wow, okay. That's like hold 3?
It's hold 3.
Wow.
Wow.
And I couldn't begin to know what the questions are.
There's 5 of them.
Okay. Well, just keep those on the inside. And we're you can ask me that. And so Zeke, you are not catatonic, but you're definitely you're I would just say to Val and to Stu, Zeke's reminding you a little bit more of old Zeke than he kind of ever has as young Zeke. Yeah. Valerie, what are you up to while your 2 male associates are kind of, from your point of view, maybe actually wasting time a little bit?
Yeah, I was gonna go to the door in the basement, but I don't want to let a gnome on the loose if Stu's in the shower now, so I might try to make a cup of tea for Ezekiel.
You open up the cupboard. There's not a lot of food, but there's definitely tea. It's all celestial seasonings, and as it's 2009, that's a much more problematic time to be buying and drinking celestial seasonings tea.
Why?
They used to be run by a cult.
Okay.
Oh, fun. I have a feeling it's gonna be a very like belabored process, being trying to like manifest myself
Yeah, right.
as I try to make this cup of tea.
Yeah, you're trying to sort of will poltergeist this whole situation. You're trying to eyebrows kid your way out of this one.
Sorry, Luna, for what just happened.
I snapped my thumb pick for my banjo in half because I was fidgeting with it, and I'm mad.
Oh, no.
I have 2 of them. One is a small, one is a large, and the small does not fit me very well. Guess which one I broke?
The large.
Yeah.
The perfect. Shit.
Dude,
That's the
perfect.
best viewers.
Oh, thank you, Quivering Conceptions.
Ugh.
Ugh. It's always ads for the same service. It's always streamboo.com, remove the space.
Right.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Valerie, roll plus weird for making this tea, and then Stu, tell me about your fucking hot tub adventure.
Okay, that is an 8.
It's a labor of love. You accidentally phase your hand like into the kettle, and it's like, if anything, more worrying that it doesn't burn your hand, right? You break some really nice commemorative glass Garfield mugs, which astute listeners would know have a very high lead count, so it's probably a good thing in the long run that you broke those ones. But in the end, you have a cup of chamomile tea.
It's lukewarm.
It's not that hot, yeah.
I do have a question that I can use on the whiteboards.
But of course.
I'm just looking like at all the words and like looking for like repeated instances and like if I can connect them to the other 2 whiteboards in any way. I'm just looking to see if any of this is connected to previous mysteries we investigated.
And
That's one of the questions. Is this connected to
how's
previous
your ancient Sumerian?
Probably not as good as old Zeke's, I'm gonna say.
Very, very good answer. Very good answer. So yeah, you're a type of guy that's been on a lot of like ancient alien forums. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So there are, and like
I'm looking for like
there are words that like literally don't
familiar.
translate. So there is some stuff in English that you're able to like kind of like piece some shit together.
Like I'm looking for like, you know, maybe like concert or like something that would symbolize like music. Like
there's
to say,
definitely
like, just
there's a word that you in, and you know, you've taken some yoga classes, so there's some Sanskrit that you understand generously.
Well, it's good that I'm a fresh graduate. I took yoga as my elective in high school.
Wow, you're just like my sister. My sister got a physical education award at her graduation for doing yoga. So, you know, that's yet another fun piece of Max lore for you guys. Okay, so how you're seeing how things relate to previous mysteries that you've done. You can definitely
Is this connected to previous mysteries we have?
it's definitely broad strokes, like it's just like long form notes that guy has about the 3 of you. So there's definitely things you don't know, you know, as much information about the previous mysteries, but like based on some stuff that you've talked with Andy about, like there's definitely information about Andy and about like prophecies and shit. And there's there's something that you would
ask,
please.
Is there like a clear break in my notes?
Very much so. Yes. There's there is a before notes and an after notes.
Yeah. Wow, it's very clear.
The and like you can see that some stuff was maybe erased on your board that was perhaps no longer pertinent for Guy to like have in this situation. There is and you know, there's, I'm going to say like a computer. There's like a iMac, which is like Guy's iMac from his office that Valerie doesn't have on her but has in her possession. So you're able to do some cursory Googling, and maybe there's some like books that you can check as well. So let me say this is like probably an evening long effort for Zeke. But there's definitely a lot of shit about Monsoon on Stu's board you can infer, and a lot of stuff about. It's hard to say if it is a word for God or a word for the devil, but something like a higher being type thing that is connected. So there's definitely this is Guy's secretive notes on the 3 of you, and it definitely seems to be some theorizing that he didn't want anybody, like there's no reason someone would write it like this unless he was being secretive about it. But it's certainly, I would say, certainly connected to his thoughts and opinions, and you can tell it looks like the handwriting at like the top of the whiteboards is a little more, it almost looks like printed, like it's a very like it's very, very uniform and almost looks like artificial, and it gets much more naturalistic and a little bit like hastier closer to the bottom, I would say. And now we cut in between. You're like, you've got a book about cuneiform and a book about ancient Sumerian open in front of you, and we see Valerie handing you a cup of tea.
Here you go, Ezekiel.
Thanks.
Great scene, guys. Now we're gonna cut to Stu outside at the hot tub.
Thanks for not letting us have any time.
I'm sorry, just like, sorry, that played out precise. I knew. Oh god, that was great. And we can cut back to it. We can always cut back to it when the gnome appears. I mean,
have I got the hot tub?
Roll act under pressure.
Working again?
And you're under a lot of pressure.
There's gonna be a lot of maintenance to get a hot tub going.
You gotta empty it. You gotta empty it.
12.
Wow, man. Have you done this before? Do you have like you've maybe had like a kiddie pool at
I think post concert.
Yeah.
With Mr. Monsoon, I've gained some of his hot tub maintenance knowledge.
Sure,
Just
yeah.
implicitly.
So yeah, you were
But
able
I don't
to.
know why. It's just
you were able to use.
It's like I was made for it.
Oh, it's raining around you, so that helps with the cleaning process, and it helps with the filling process. It's definitely, it was, a little touch and go there with the pH balance of it, but using magic and your hot tub, you also, have the plot of all the Hot Tub Time Machine films beamed into your head. So that has helped forthwith, including the ones that haven't even come out yet in 2026.
Right. Do they talk a lot about hot tub maintenance in this movie?
I can only assume.
Yeah, what else would it be?
What else would they be about? Yeah, The Hangover, right? Mm-hmm.
Is it just Mr. Monsoon beaming things?
Yeah, you've also been hitting him up on the pager. You went inside and you walked past this really beautiful heartfelt conversation Valerie and Zeke was having, and you just pay it no mind as you go and get the bromine tabs and the pH testers and shit. But I'm gonna say, and Valerie, it doesn't take you 3 hours to make a cup of tea, so we'll circle back to what you were doing in a second. But I'm gonna say, right about around when Zeke has a pretty good handle on some of the information on these whiteboards, you are luxuriating in a perfect 101 degree clear as day water hot tub, and there's some raccoons looking on dejectedly.
Oh. Now I almost feel kind of bad.
Raccoon sounds.
Do I have a raccoon husbandry stat?
No.
Okay.
Oh, did you not have a plan after your hot tub?
Well, I do have a plan. I guess Stu's plan is to sit in the hot tub and just relax. And now I do have a under use magic.
View another time.
I have observe another place or time.
Sure,
yeah. So
sure.
I mean, I think Stu without a clear goal.
Yeah.
But thinking maybe if I just go and meditate in the hot tub and smoke up, something will happen. So,
can you roll me just 2d6 real quick for your searching of Geigo's house when you were looking for the bromine tabs?
7.
He's got in his freezer. You were looking for ice cubes. You thought maybe that would help you heat up the hot tub for a second. Then you shook your head and be like, no, that's ridiculous. You find a small plastic bag with just some of the worst, oldest freezer burned weed you've ever seen in your entire fucking life.
Great.
Yeah. So that's an option. As some of your weed maybe got a little bit wet on the ride over here. But yeah, you're reclined in the tub. You're stewing. It's bubbling merrily. I will allow you to roll plus weird, and I'll give you not a +1.
Okay.
In case you were wondering.
That's a 7. Although I do get +1 when I'm observing another place or time, usually. Should I include that?
Says who? Says why?
It's under the move practitioner.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, sure. So you do get that +1 then. So it's an 8.
Okay, so 8.
Where are you trying to view? How is this manifesting? Are you playing the flute in the tub?
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm not, I don't, like I guess maybe like vaguely like Belcara and like the wizards,
Okay.
the clown wizards,
Okay, sure, yeah.
association. That's probably like in my mind, but I don't think I'm like necessarily trying to see that. I think I'm just trying to like
You've got like
open myself
a
up to-
third person camera, and some of your view is blocked by the what used to be slicked back but is now kind of puffy clown wig style hair of one Trent Lightly. And you see him you see them kind of like turn around, and as they turn around your camera like switches with them, and they're just like, oh well, that's cute, that's really cute. I'm presuming, based on the sort of smell that I'm getting from this magic spell, that this is Zeke, by which I mean Stu. Sorry, I've been looking over a lot of your notes of your friends, and I get you guys' names mixed up all the freaking time.
I think Stu's a little bit taken aback by this, but I don't think it immediately occurs to him that he would actually be able to like hear me. I don't know what like
I can't hear you, man. If you're talking to me right now, I can't hear you. I guess I can talk to you.
right. Okay.
So I hope that you will be. I'm. My professional career is kind of on the line if you don't show up to to this hearing in a couple days. I've been looking over this stuff, and I've done a bit of digging on this Simeon Sitovich character. This guy's been a player in the scene for a very long time. Like the first reported magical act that I have from him is from the early 70s, so I think he's probably a fair bit older than he likely appears. This guy's a tough, dangerous customer, and he's been dealing with some really potent, dangerous magic. He has done a lot of digging into interdimensional travel, and I don't think I need to tell you that is not, in my opinion, a good idea. You could end up in some form of mesh world if you're not careful. I keep pausing for you to respond to me, and again, I'm presuming that you just used one of the spells to like view another place in time, and it takes actually a pretty serious wizard to be able to. Wait, what the fuck am I doing? Are you? I keep meaning to ask you questions. If you are in choke point, don't break the connection of the spell. If you aren't in choke point, break the connection, and I'll be able to sort something out for you. I promise you I am a better wizard than you, Stu.
I stopped playing the flute.
You get kind of like a bit of like a motion sickness type thing, and then
sorry, I'll have to take a 5-minute intermission. Unfortunately, right now.
How about we'll then cut back to this later, and we'll do the Luna stuff at this time. So Luna, we cut back to you just after Zeke thanked you for the cup of tea.
Thank you for the tea. I was just noticing some trends, and I think this is like a timeline of what's been going on, sort of with all of us.
Oh, like guys been like keeping tabs on us, or
I guess it's very like bullet point note style. I just don't know. Like I'm not getting anything right now, but it's just weird that it's encrypted.
Are you telling me you guys can't read this stuff?
wait, can you read
Nice
it,
man,
nice
I've
man?
been reading books for the past 5 hours on ancient Sumerian. If you know how to read it, I would like you to speak up now.
I've
or
just
forever
been
hold your peace.
I've just been drinking this light beer that he's got in the fridge. This stuff's really gross. I can read cuneiform. I can't read Sanskrit or ancient Sumerian, but cuneiform is kind of one of the main writing languages that vampires use, which you would know if you ever asked me any questions about myself.
I think Zeke is going to take his mug of tea and go take a soak in the hot tub when that's ready.
So he's just kind of like very long fists on wrist, and he's like just kind of looking over. Val, you see him looking over because the cuneiform one is just the stuff that it's about. Zeke, basically.
Stu.
Stu.
Why is this so hard? Like it's just the fact that through repetition. Oh my god. And I can't do this. I can't have him join you out in the hot tub because that scene would happen with Stu there.
Yeah, no,
So-
I'm just waiting for Henry to get back.
So
and him, like snap to, and I'm just in the tub.
okay. Oh, that's gonna be really funny.
yeah.
Well, I laughed so hard that I pulled my headphone cord out of my speakers.
I'm so glad that Henry had to take that 5-minute break. 'cause
Oh,
I was
that's-
thinking about that.
That's
There's no way to like,
awesome.
insert it. Yeah.
Good prank.
Okay, so we will cut back to that scene in a second. So Val, your stressed out friend Zeke just kind of walked outside, and you're now alone with Nice Man who's sipping a pepperoni. It's a brand of light beer in this universe. Valerie, would you like me to come downstairs with you to the strange basement? I smell
Yeah.
awful and mysterious things down there. And I heard when I was talking with you about I got you to catch me up on some of the things that you had experienced, and you told me about when you went to the epic music concert with old Zeke, and golly, I wish I could have properly met old Zeke before my larval state was over. I am now an intermediate vampire. The pupating state takes but a week. It's very efficient, and then you're in sort of a teenager state for about a decade or so, give or take, and then I will reach my full, powerful adult form by roughly the year 2029, if the world still exists at that time period. I may have at that point fled back to the home plane of existence where my people come from.
Where's your home plane?
It's sort of like a pickled sliver on the corner of being. It's a beautiful top and bottom silvery lake filled with the massive crystalline bones of our creator. Within this lake, there are endless desks of, study and, bureaucratic intrigue, and we have kind of vast paperwork that kind of files away a few of the laws of nature and existence. Just things like small woodland creatures and the comings and goings of bats and trees and blood. We cover some of those things just to take the general sort of rendering off of the universe itself. It's quite pleasant, but very, very dangerous if you are a human being. So thankfully, maybe one day I could take you there. You could meet my
hell yeah.
great-great-grandmother.
Oh, hell, that's nice.
Yeah. I would
Hey,
tell you her name, but it's probably dangerous for you to know that. But I think you might know what it is. Wink.
Okay. Hey, Stu's been spending hours in that tub,
He's-
and I'm just.
He's pickling out there. He's really he's been
I like. I like that you set it up that it took hours to clean this tub, and because I walked out with the mug, it's instantly done.
he just finished. He's been just scrubbing the dickens of all the raccoon shit and all the bird
weird
leavings,
algae.
all the algae. Yeah, really, he's a hard-working young man when it comes to truly useless bullshit.
Let's go check out that door downstairs.
Let's do that. Then we're gonna cut back to a really funny scene that I'm excited about. And yeah, the two of you go down into this kind of dark basement. When last you were down here, there were tons of chests with clothing sticking out of them, and racks of books and bankers' boxes, and a lot of that has been pushed against the wall. And there is this large refrigerator door that was seemingly impossible for you guys to open beforehand. It is there. It's not open, but it's and Nice Man says, I smell sort of like a San Pellegrino sparkling water smell coming from there. Are you getting that?
Is Stu still in the hot tub for this, or is this earlier?
You're still in the hot tub, and we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second, buddy. You've missed a lot,
Okay.
actually.
Sorry.
I don't really smell it, but I also don't I'm not sensing a lot right now.
No.
Everything's kind of.
Can I ask how you're feeling about that? Are you doing okay? I've heard that dying is really sucks.
Yeah, it's weird because it's I died a few.
Not a
weeks
fucking
ago.
while ago, yeah.
Yeah, but it's sort of coming back to me now. But I guess I I think a lot of the initial trauma is sort of gone. It just kind of feels a little numb sometimes.
Is that like a good numb or like a... Yeah,
Well,
we'll see. We'll see.
we'll see.
Valerie, roll weird for me really quick.
All right. That is an 8.
Valerie, the car is in the room with you. You didn't see it appear here, and you didn't really notice it. But like as you're kind of having this nice, tete-a-tete with a nice man, you turn back to see your attention to this this refrigerator door and just the front half of a Corolla. I want to say,
Yeah,
just the front half of a 1999 Corolla is just sticking through the wall.
Oh.
And once more, you and it are kind of just a little leant over to the side, just a little Dutch angle.
Should we pop this door open?
We can certainly try. Do you want to try to open it, or do you want me to I don't want you to embarrass yourself. Just remember, you do get a +1 to this weird roll if you to try to open to touch stuff.
Yeah, I don't I feel like I've kind of lost a lot already. My reputation doesn't really losing that doesn't really do much for me at this point.
Yeah. And who's gonna see just little old me? And I'm not much of a gossip. When I have a secret and when I have information, I keep it to myself.
And Stu, but
Just like Stu when he used to wet the bed.
nice.
Not even here to defend myself.
I'm gonna try to pop this baby open.
Well, just because it's funny, do a weird roll to see if you're able to corporeally grab onto something.
Yeah. That is a 6.
Valerie, how about I try? I'm sorry. That's actually really embarrassing, and I hate to say it. I did take a picture, and I do have this really cool Polaroid camera that I found upstairs, and there's a ton of pictures of Guy with other people in this box that the Polaroid camera's in, and a couple of naked pictures of Guy. But that's neither here nor there. Did you know circumcised? I learned what that was today.
Actually, I mean, I heard that from Stu the other day.
Weird. You guys are weird. Oh,
Stu, no.
you saw it.
you walked into. You're not here for this. I could explain to you, but you're not here to ask.
Yeah, if you could help me get this.
Nice man kind of flails out his Muppet-like limbs and grabs onto this door, and he pulls on it, and the latch comes to, and he's. It's not sealed. It's just really fucking heavy. And then it whams open with an exhale of positive pressure into the room around you, and Valerie. Past the outline of this door, you see but a solid blue window, very similar to the portal that you saw one Simeon Sitovich create in the basement of 111111 Tungsten Boulevard. And Valerie, I'm going to need you to roll weird for me, and this is not part of your ghost thing, so you're not going to get a +1. Actually, either maybe act under pressure, actually. And I will give you a +1 to this one for reasons that I cannot divulge.
Wow, then that's a 12.
Valerie, you there's a similar feeling of gravity that you got from when you were looking at Choke Point proper, and you can see sort of the distorted outline of someone on the other side of this this blue flat thing, and you see. You're able to get pretty close to it without feeling. You can definitely feel like. It's enticing and it looks beautiful almost. And there is this really strong kind of melancholic gut feeling deep in what used to be your bowel. And you see the kind of vague outline of someone on the other side of this this blue window. And it is what you believe you recognized last time you saw it as your elementary school librarian. And you get this really strong, a feeling like it would be very good to go on the other side of this, but it is not something that you are unable to fight with that 12. And with the 12, I'm going to say that you are able to get pretty close up to it, and you see it is not solid blue. There is shimmering white text screaming up really, really fast, just like from the bottom to the top, lines and lines and lines and lines of text just racing past your vision. And in that text is this outline of this person.
That's not how I remember Miss Schofield looking.
That was the name. And we're going to cut to Stu. Stu, you just severed this visual connection with Trent Lightly. And as you kind of like come back to Earth, you see that Zeke is sitting in the hot tub with you, reclining with a cup of tea.
Oh, hey man. Sorry, no, like it's fine. It's fine. I was in the zone a little bit, so I didn't really notice.
I'm sorry to scare you. It's just been a long day.
No, yeah, it's okay. Like, are you
mind if I hit
the flute?
I forgot you had to play the flute, so you probably would have put up the joint next to you.
God, walking up to like a street performer playing the flute, saying, "Hey, you mind if I hit that, man?" That's awesome. That's like a Tim Robinson sketch. That's great. And
I just need something to take the edge off. And I'm pointing at your flute.
Stu, you do have the ability to, no matter how wet a joint is, still be able to smoke it.
Is that new?
Yeah, you never knew this before. You realized that while you were fluting and on this call, your blunt fell into the water, and you're like, "Oh man!"
Right.
But you see that it's still lit in the water.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. I also like to think that it was like the one from like my jacket pocket, which was like pretty wet.
Yeah.
So I fished the still lit blunt out of the water and give it to Zeke.
From the corner of your ears. Oh, also, the two of you, can the two of you roll weird for me? And I will give you no bonus to this one. The joint
It
is...
still gets plus weird though, right?
Yeah, you still get your...
shit.
Hmm?
No, nothing. Just my rolls.
Oh, that's an 8 for me.
I rolled double sixes, and I have a -1 weird.
Wow, that's an 11. An 8 and 11. Out of the corner of your eye, you still definitely see this figure. And you're both able to get... You both kind of like... on passing the joint, you both kind of just like pause for a second, and I think you both kind of pick up that you're both looking at the thing. One of you is looking left, one of you is looking right from each other's point of view, right? But it's still to the far right of you. Stu, you have seen a figure like this twice before. Once when you guys killed Redmond Moneymaker, a strange ghostly figure appeared and sort of took something from Redmond. Once when you were at Pentagram, you seemingly slew a figure like this. It rings similar in your brain. Zeke, you're able to get like, you're kind of like, maybe Zeke just has ADHD and just needs some weed to calm down sometimes. And you are able to like blur your vision a bit and really focus in your periphery. Definitely the broadcast is coming from this thing. There's no question about that now. You're able to kind of ignore it with the nice white noise of the hot tub bubbling around you. This guy is maybe... It's hard to tell because he's so far away, maybe 10 feet tall, long, pointed beard, really wide grin, like a mouth that stretches like literally ear to ear. And there is this...
Is Stu hearing the broadcast also?
Yes. And I'm going to say that it has gotten... Since you're kind of focusing on it right now, it's definitely gotten a little louder for you. And again, the specifics are, when you try to focus on them, it honestly becomes like harder to pick up specific details of it. But again, it's like this, it's marching orders of progress and expansion and of this just like constant irritating loop of, how to fix every problem in the world through more uniform and logical thinking and more and a better and efficient sharing of resources globally. I'm just trying to think of any other information that Zeke might glean with an 11 on that weird. Zeke, you've seen ghosts, you've seen whatever guy is, you've seen wizards. This is unlike anything that you've ever heard of before. But, you know, if you were to have seen, like, it's definitely the thing that you saw deep below the water, and you wherever that was, this guy is that. You can tell that was this guy's ideal world. If he had his druthers.
Yeah. And, like, I think I'm just internalizing all of that. Like, all the connections are just, like, going off and my brain is firing as I, take the joint and take a nice deep inhale. And then I just look at Stu and I just go, I think I saw God today. And,
do you think they're the first person to ever say that in a hot tub while smoking a joint?
Definitely not.
Not even today.
And you guys hear a voice from kind of the tree line, and it says, you guys know that stuff's illegal, right?
Cool. Fuck. Sorry. Stu reflexively ducks down under the water, just like.
Zeke, I'm guessing,
like
turn to look.
I am relaxed in the corner of this hot tub, and I will are they behind me?
They're behind Stu, so I think you see over Stu's shoulder if you look up.
I think Stu's to my left, so.
Yeah, so you guys can.
Yeah.
I think in the time that I'm underwater, I realize that I'm being insane, and so I kind of scoot over and re-emerge from the water besides you.
You guys see, in a crisp, red and white pinstriped suit, the slick-backed clown that you know is Trent Lightly, is standing at the corner of this woods. It's actually way easier to teleport to you guys when you're not in Choke Point proper. I don't have a ton of time. I'm technically on my smoke break right now, as apparently the fuck you guys are too. Again, marijuana is very much illegal in Canada, so I'm not a narc. I'm not that type of legislature, whatever. But I am gonna write this down, Stu. I hope you know.
Can I point towards the smiling hologram guy and be like, "Can you see this?" And I am addressing Trent.
The raccoon, or the. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, I feel like I'm also getting a guy. Are you hearing? So I feel like I've been. Ever since I slapped you, I feel like I'm probably just being paranoid.
God, how much have you guys?
I'm telling you.
How much weed have you guys smoked?
And I take another hit.
Oh my god.
Wait, that's God?
Well, they're in the same place as God, and it's.
Wait, you're also seeing a guy, you're seeing a guy over there.
Oh yeah, and I'm hearing it.
Okay, can we focus up?
Sir.
You know what? And he goes and a comical kind of a hula hoop with a fabric goes up and goes down, and he's wearing a really funny two-piece bathing costume. It's not, whatever. Squeak, 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 squeak. He walks over to the hot tub and he sits down in it.
Come on.
Do you mind if I hit that shit? Flute or joint? I don't care.
I hand the joint to him.
Wow, this stuff's really nice.
Thank you.
Usually I smoke with a bit more tobacco in it. Do you mind if I? And he does he holds up his hand and whoosh, and he's got a cigarette in his hand. He goes, check this out. Whoosh, and he combines the two. He's like, this is a spliff now, but I can separate it into its disparate parts if you like.
Damn.
So I've been looking over the paper. God damn, that's smooth. I've been looking over the paperwork.
Learn how to do that? Sorry, but
that's what you want
to. A learnable skill?
Yes, that's what you want to learn from me. I know I've been a wizard for.
I guess
there's other shit I can teach you for. Yeah, whatever.
It's a place to start, right?
Also, that was not
It seems like a really practical place to start.
being able to combine a cigarette. Like, whatever. You guys suck. Why the fuck am I stuck on this case? Like,
Something that you could do with a magic.
yeah, yeah. Like, that's just like sleight of hand, basically. God. So you guys are seeing.
Yeah, I mean,
you
it's
guys
awesome,
are.
though.
So you guys are telling me that you see God over there.
No,
I
I
take
saw
the joint
God
back and I'm
under
trying
the
to
mesh
like,
world.
I'm trying to like, I'm like doing it with my hand, but nothing's happening.
It falls in the water. It's like, oh, great, man. Now the joint's gone out. Wait.
Check this out. I do know this one. I take it back in.
Holy shit. Well, like if
I don't
I'm
really know how I'm doing that though.
if I'm not mistaken, you work for what could be described as a god, right? Like you're a warlock. That's kind of your whole thing. Zeke, are you? Sorry, and you're Ezekiel. I've been reading a little bit into you guys' situation, and I'm probably not my none of my business to really speak on this one. I'm not really good with the whole interpersonal relationships thing. People find it kind of off-putting that I'm a clown.
You can just call him Zeke if you want.
I really don't want to drag this out, but it was really funny because the visual acting from Henry when he's like, went to pick up the joint and then he put something in his mouth in real life, so it looked like he just picked it up out of the water and ate it.
That's oh, I guess that one was done then. Great, yeah, cool.
I think Stu is also eating a sleeve of Ritz crackers.
And those are wet, and your powers aren't stopping that from happening. Yeah.
Yeah, and he did accidentally.
So I've come to terms with the fact that I'm pretty sure you didn't do all the shit that Simeon put you down for. It is hard to separate the wheat and the chaff, and just because I think that doesn't mean the widget with the paperwork is still pretty good. So I've been able to buy us some a good starting argument, but again, I just have to. If you don't show up for this hearing, man, barring the world literally ending, and please don't cause that to happen to get out of this. It's not going to be good for you, man. You might have to actually do some really serious time. I'm going to say at that point, Valerie, you drift out through the screen door. I'm presuming you went out to meet with everybody.
Yeah.
And not Mr. Monsoon, Nice Man, the creature, kind of in his sort of non-Newtonian way drifts over, and he's wearing a Speedo, and it's the first time you've ever seen him wear clothing, and he sinks down in the water like a little wet, those monkeys that sit in really hot springs all day.
Oh yeah.
He's hitting that shit. You guys are really the weirdest fucking collection of people I think I've ever met, and I am a clown wizard.
Are you gonna get in trouble for telling me this?
Thank
you.
I guess
mean,
I'm technically your lawyer for this one, just because I was the person that was assigned to this. It would be nice. I've been, from my understanding, Andy can't show up for your case because she's bound to that subway, and we cannot do the hearing in the subway.
Yeah, she's busy.
So it does kind of fall down to me to sort of be on your side for this one.
Okay, great. Well, that's amazing. That's great news.
For you.
I go in for a...
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
no, that's
I go for a
okay.
handshake.
That's good. Yeah. Hand buzzer. Sorry.
Ouch!
Oh, and you're Valerie. I can say my condolences to you. I'm sorry that you all the prophecies did say that you were gonna die horribly. So it could have gone way, way, way worse for you, lady.
So wait, hold on. How much time are we talking here?
The hearing's still on
catching up to
Friday.
that.
We did agree for it to be Friday morning, but I can really probably buy if you're there Saturday even, I can probably buy some time, but it's not going to look good if you're there Saturday.
Right. I mean, I was planning to get there on Friday. What? Sorry, you're saying prison time, wizard prison time? How? What do you
Wizen
mean by
time,
serious
yeah.
time?
They could lock you away in some form of mesh world. I don't know if you're familiar with the concept.
A lot of mesh worlds recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as it's the red car theory. As soon as you start thinking about red cars, you see them everywhere. No, I joke. I was pseudo watching the shit that was going on with you guys. Yeah, you could get kind of locked up in like the first dimension. And I don't know if you've ever been a line before. Not even a square, but a line. Not fun.
Yeah, no, that sounds bad. I feel like I know what that would be like, and I'm not loving it.
Yeah, and you would be a line on a Mobius strip, so you do get out eventually, but it doesn't feel like eventually for you. It sort of feels like infinity.
Right.
But we have to be harsh on these things, or else we get pretty.
Okay, so why are you like if it's like if that's gonna be the sentence? Like, why are you telling me all this?
Shit. I probably shouldn't have smoked before I talked about this shit, man. I gotta go back to work after this. Fuck. Well, I've been framed for stuff before. Part of my eternal punishment is the clown of it all, right? So, I feel a sort of a sympathy to your cause. Cause.
So you're just here to like warn me so I can prepare myself.
And and just like, is there anything on my end I can do to help you out? You guys just seem like kind of decent people.
Well, thank you. I'm going for another handshake.
Yeah, okay. That's funny.
So
kind of a wet cracker.
I feel like if anything, you should be telling me what to do, like as my lawyer.
If you can find this Simeon Sitovich guy, that would be huge. Admission from guilt from him recorded would be pretty good.
What day is it again today?
Today's Wednesday night.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So that's tomorrow.
No.
You gotta do that tomorrow.
Yeah, or, again, you could get there Saturday. And if you got there Saturday with the bitch and, again, admission of guilt, or I gotta stop smoking this shit, man. Whew. This is a long joint. I feel like I've been bogarting this shit. Valerie, you're a ghost. Yeah, can you smoke weed still?
I don't hear pass.
Roll plus weird, +1.
That's 6.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, if it lands in a mud puddle and this time it does go out.
Oh.
God.
Well, maybe it's for the best.
Yeah, I should probably get back to my work. I've got to look over and prepare your case, and I think I'm going to be doing not a better job now that I'm in this altered state.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the tip.
Yeah.
How about Simeon Sitovich?
Sure. Yeah. If you can find out, or if you can prove who actually did a lot of the things that you were accused for, that would be good. But it's all of them. Yeah, or at least half. That's only 700, give or take.
Okay.
Or if you
so
can produce Eminem's amulet, or if you can get the imposter Eminem to show up for the hearing and say that you weren't the one to kill the real Eminem, or fuck,
and that's
I don't
legal
know.
Advice.
Binding of Isaac.
You're telling me I should do that? Okay.
It would be helpful. It'd be pretty fucking cool. I'd like to meet Eminem.
So, if we can, on this podcast, definitively prove that 9/11 was, let's say, spearheaded by a certain world leader, that would get me out of hot water.
Well, getting out of the hot tub would help with that. What's up, man?
Can you guys just look into a different time or place and see who did the things?
Well, as we've kind of been seeing with the shit, the evidence has been doctored, and magic usually follows the path of least resistance, right? So if there's
history itself has been doctored.
Sort of, yeah. There's officially on the books, Stu did all this shit, man. So if I try to look back at the destruction of the land bridge connecting Russia and the United States of America,
how good's the doctor? Because you gotta.
Fuck, I gotta get back to work, man. This shit's crazy. Wow, you guys are chill. If we get out of this one, or if I also end up in 1D prison, I hope I'm you're fucking
Yeah, join the
sell
party,
me.
man.
Yeah, fuck. Well, no, you probably want me to be like preparing your case.
Oh,
So-
well, yeah. No, I mean like after.
Oh,
After we
okay.
get me off the hook.
Nice. And also the
Like,
next time
it's
you
an open
guys
invitation.
the next time you guys do a concert, like, I mean, I do sing a bit. Like, I don't want to like toot my own horn, but like,
Okay,
like,
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
well, yeah. Well, I like. I'm sorry. Like, my first impression of you was like, if like I didn't think you were gonna be chill. So like, I'm sorry if I like had. An
No,
energy coming
it's
into this that was,
and like I was
it was just,
really
like, a lot of
bringing
stuff
my
for
own
me to
stuff.
process, you know?
Yeah, no, totally, man. Like when you meet someone at work, like it's just tough to like break down that initial wall.
Yeah, totally, man. I go in for the one of these again.
Yeah, and he gives you a hug, and it makes like a funny squeaking sound. Okay, and he stands up, and like the water keeps sloughing off him for way longer than it should. And he pulls a towel out of a bin, and like a ton of towels come out. I really wish I could stop this stuff from happening, but it's really like every day of my life, man.
Yeah, no, that seems like it would suck, but like, I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, the
I like
ladies,
the branding.
the ladies don't like it very much. It's not really a big hit in the dating scene. Chicks don't dig clowns, man.
Smash cut to him coming. It's like little flags that just keep coming.
I'd really appreciate if you didn't say shit like that, man.
Sorry, I thought you couldn't. I was just talking to Zeke.
Okay, and you guys hear the sound of a Xerox in reverse as he kind of slowly like disappears band by band by band, and you guys are left alone in the hot tub.
Dude, that guy's going band for band.
That's wild.
Wow.
That's the fucking funniest scene we've ever done. And that's
Didn't the lawyers start off that scene saying we were the weirdest people
yeah. Hey, sharing a joint, yeah.
in a hot tub?
Before, we didn't really want to harsh your vibe, but Valerie and I, we discovered some cool shit.
Yeah, and
Oh.
guy's door in the basement is blue.
Oh, like gnome door?
Gnome door
Yeah.
blew open.
Oh,
Yeah.
well that seems pressing. Is it like did the gnome get out? I honestly don't remember
gnome
what
this time.
exactly
No
we
gnome.
dealt with it, right?
The gnome, from what
There
Guy
a
was
note
telling
last
me.
time, right?
That's
I
what.
wasn't even here.
Well, me and Zeke were kind of brought up to speed on some of this stuff, and from what I recall, Zeke backed me up on this one. I think you guys said the gnome was dealt with somehow.
I remember them saying they dealt with it somehow. I just the
Yeah, a lot of
specifics are
stuff
really escaping
happened.
Yeah.
That was like not like that wasn't even the craziest thing that happened like that afternoon. So like
Yeah, there's
yeah.
like a
Anyways,
weird
no.
wizard on the beach. Anyways, yeah, this is.
I heard about that. I'm kind of getting a
It
little
seems like crazy
secondhand
stuff has always
stoned from
happened
this
at
joint.
cabin.
This is great. This is what a night. Valerie, do we want to chill in this tub or some shit?
Not really. It doesn't really feel like anything.
Oh man, yeah, my fur is
No,
wet
that's
as hell.
Oh.
I'm just kidding, guys. I was just kind of matching. I was like energy matching you guys. Like it's like I get socially stoned, but I've tried smoking weed and it does literally nothing to my body. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it.
I have crazy vampire metabolism. If I recall correctly, I believe this Simeon fellow, he went through one of these blue doors.
Yeah.
I don't know how safe it is to go through one of these blue doors. I'm going to be real. I have a bit of an inkling as to what might be on the other side of it. As I have, again, done just the tiniest little smidge of interdimensional travel I visited my home country, I guess you would call it, once before. Zeke, the thing you're doing with your tongue right now is really freaking me out, man. Like, stim all you want or whatever, but, like, I'm trying to, like, have a cogent fucking conversation.
Sorry. I'm really
Nice man
screwing
is
up
so
in this hot
horrible
tub.
to see. Please fucking eye.
So I don't know what we want to do vis-a-vis this door. Valerie, I'm sorry, I don't want to speak for you, but just it seems like you're really bummed about not being able to smoke that joint.
Yeah, I was kind of looking forward to it. But
Do you think if I like held it to your lips, I guess it went out. But like I could probably get a new
I
one.
think honestly maybe you could try to like, I don't know if smoking would do anything, but maybe if you like when you're exhaling the weed, if I tried to sort of like
Like you want me to like mother
manifest
bird it to you?
myself in the. We can figure this out later.
What about like a
Yeah,
ghost
no, we
joint?
got-
Can we kill a joint?
How? Whoa! Hey, kill that joint real quick. Wow.
Oh my god.
And then does it get longer when a ghost smokes it?
Oh. I don't. Wow. Yeah, lots to think about.
Holy shit.
But I mean, we do have kind of a big day tomorrow, so
Well, as a group, I want us to vote. I mean, do you guys want to go see this cool door? See how you feel about it? I don't know. I'm throwing out a lot of options here because I'm trying to keep her on track.
I mean, yeah, I guess we might as well like go as soon as possible since Friday is like, we might as well start on Wednesday night, I guess,
Yeah.
because we're not getting Wednesday night back. I'll tell you that much. Me and Zeke fist bump. Or sorry, I offered to fist bumps.
I think I take a look at it for half a second before realizing it's meant for me, and then I.
That was really cool, guys. You get out of the tub, I am saying.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I. That's yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are starting to get a little wrinkly. And this isn't
Can you
really...
believe your lawyer came and went, and we were in the hot tub the whole time?
Your lawyer
just,
did
like-
what in the hot tub? That was just a classic nice man joke. I understand. I'm just, I recently learned about double entendre, and it's really it's pretty cool.
We
Stu,
go
I don't
inside.
think you're being a good influence on this kid.
Hey, I'm a month old. I'm a teenager.
I don't.
I have
Never mind.
worldly experience.
I trust him.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
have like a paternal instinct to trust him.
Yeah, is that how that works?
What is that supposed to mean? And would that be such a bad thing?
Also, it's kind of more like he's got like an avuncular instinct.
I'm starting to get pretty curious about this door. Now that you guys are like really
We cut. You guys have everybody's showered to get some of the it was a little bromine, the tub. The balance was, it left a little bit to be desired. You guys also have like bits of melted Ritz Bits cracker. Kind of. So, after a couple showers, you guys head down into this basement. I'm going to need Stu to roll an act under pressure. I'm going to give you a -1 to this roll. Zeke, you just get a flat act under pressure.
That's an 8. Wait, I get a -1?
Yes.
Okay, 8.
I got a 5.
Okay. So you guys, Mark, please do mark experience. You guys are, and if this feels like I'm taking agency away from you, Zeke, too fucking bad. You guys are walking down these rickety basement stairs. You guys know the type of basement stairs I'm talking about, right? Rickety.
Yeah.
You guys are at, you know what? I'm going to let you decide before going into this situation what possessions and gear you have on you. Smile.
What do I have with me? I think
You've got everything.
I got 2 suitcases. I got...
I just had a shower, so that's perfect to keep my sword clutched.
I have all my spare pairs of underwear.
I think Stu is just wearing his normal clothes. He has his flute in the case, and then
in that case.
pager Glock. That's it.
Joint.
Ritual knife, I guess. Joint. Yeah. Put the bag of weed from the freezer in my pocket. Too.
You guys are coming
think-
down. Sorry, please. I completely forgot that I asked you this question.
Ezekiel is practicing nunchucks in the mirror, like after his shower. So He
Just
has
forget
them.
that Stu has a gun. I don't think he's ever used it.
No, I don't think so. I think
Why would you use
Stu
a gun when you have magic?
Stu probably forgets that Stu has a gun. you sometimes reach into your jacket pocket and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's definitely not in the holster. It's definitely loose in the
It's
big pocket.
it's loose, loaded, and the safety is sometimes on. You guys come down this flight of
The
stairs.
pocket has a button.
And a
In my
zipper.
defense.
You guys come down this flight of stairs, and you two are definitely getting this very strong whiff of sparkling water. Not the most specific smell in the world, but a smell. The two of you see a figure behind this. You guys see the man behind the slaughter. You guys see this figure on the other side of this glimmering blue door. Stu, you feel, and I meant it, Stu, you feel a very, very strong sense of fate and adventure and this kind of itching, odd sensation in the back of your head. And for a second, you guys see Stu kind of like stumble over for a second, and maybe Valerie, you're the only one who notices this. For just half a second, the color of Stu's eyes change. Zeke, you see this door for a second, and you and only you see a head stick through. No! I just saw the washing monkey gif. I hate the washing monkey gif. You bastard.
You were talking about wet monkeys. Oh, I've derailed the train.
No, I have to really fully calm myself before this. I just want to apologize in advance. You see a blue sweatered, orange coiffed head stick out from the other side of this door, and a beckoning arm reach out for you. It says, bonjour, mon ami Zeke. Le temps pressé, mais je crois que nos objectifs convergent.
Not even hesitating. I'm going.
Voyez-vous
I'm
un
going.
magnate de pétrole sans scrupules fait disperser des gens honnêtes et travailleux à travers le monde. Et je suis convaincu que vous seul possédez les compétences nécessaires pour m'aider à la trouver. Il y a une série complexe d'indices à sauver. Pensez-vous en entrer capable? Je crois que ces derniers en avez-vous ont préparé de façon unique à m'aider ainsi que mieux à mes côtés. And you guys see Zeke sprint and just disappear through this door.
All you hear is just say "we."
Where, Tintin, where?
Où est la capitaine?
Stu, it's up to you. Oh, he can't hear me. So yeah, you guys see Zeke sprint through this door, and you guys don't. But yeah, you don't see that it was Tintin that he just ran off to join.
Sorry, I can't hear you. I just my trackpad has stopped working. So
Stu,
I muted myself and couldn't unmute myself.
you see a very tall, lean outline on the other side of this door. It is not quite clear, but as you look into it closely, you see the blue shimmer and disappear, and you see a beach. And laying on the beach, you see the body of a man, and there are large crustacean-like figures crawling towards him. And you hear, "Did a chick? Dumb chum." What do you do?
What? Oh fuck.
I mean, if Ezekiel goes through, I think we either have to all go through or we have to stop him.
And I am I through this door? Or
No,
am I seeing this
you're
through
just
the-
you're just looking at it. You
Right.
definitely feel you are maybe nose to the precipice of this door, and you have never wanted to go somewhere more in your entire life. It is not so much so that you aren't able to control yourself, but the feeling is there.
Right. I guess I feel like I'm already like mid-stepping through. Like I feel like
Valerie, you see Stu, and you said that to him, and you can tell that it didn't even begin to register with him. And he steps through, and it's just this kind of flat blue rectangle again with the silvery white text like pauses for a second and then starts zooming past again. Well, that does kind of either complicate or simplify things depending on your point of view, Valerie.
Yep. Well, Harold J. or whatever the Tintin author guy was kind of a racist, so I think I need to stop Zeke down whatever path he's going.
Well, to be fair, and I did some reading on this quite recently, it's actually really interesting. Quite a bit of yes, his opinions of other cultures were very limited at the time, but a lot of the early stuff was actually imposed upon him by the fascist regime that was at the publisher that he worked for. Did you know? It was really interesting stuff. Sure, his depiction of Native Americans and of Chinese people and of Indians, need I go on, is...
yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that excuses
No.
in the Congo.
No, well... that's like the only one that it excuses, but it does not excuses. That's the only one that it gives a bit of a leeway of explanation to. We could we could sit and talk about this for a while.
Yeah, let's go stop that playboy.
He holds out his hand to you, Valerie.
I try to take it, but you know.
And you do.
Oh. Hey.
You in Morse code, your car beeps. Good luck, Valerie. I'll be here when you come back.
Thank you.
And you step through this shimmery blue portal, and we'll see what's on the other side next time on Ghosts Town. Did we save anybody from certain death or worse? Nope.
No.
Did we solve the current mystery?
No.
Did we learn anything new and important about one of the hunters?
I think I learned stuff. I think definitely an Ezekiel learning moment today.
I think you all learned cumulatively about each other and yourselves. Did you learn anything new and important about the world?
I would say
I think so.
Tintin's real, and he's my best friend.
I think mainly just like connecting what was under the ocean with what's been showing up in our perception.
Sure. Then that will be 1 experience marked.
Thank you, Keeper.
Of course, anytime.
Thank you, Keeper.
And I will hit the end stream button. Oh no, we've not been streaming this whole time. And that's then the stream just continues infinitely, just like that. An or Rob or Ross. I have hit end stream in 3, 2, 1.